colleagues and myself under your office are actually honored to have you as our patron. And allow me, Your Excellency, to say this before these special people, that we have a patron that is like no other, a patron who is always accessible, a patron who guides despite a lot of work that she does, a patron who has a vision. And that vision, much as we are here now talking about it, I believe she's already in the next 10 years of this vision. Your Excellency, we really appreciate you. I don't know whether we say that enough. As your staff, we honor you and we love you. And so working under you has been so great and so wonderful. And we are ready to run with the vision that you so gave us. And allow me to say that she's so contagious with this vision and everything that she touches. And I believe this will be the witness that we'll have today, especially from the Technical Working Committee of FLAMA. They have also been touched by this vision, and they're running with it, just like we are. Your Excellency, we acknowledge your continued leadership in championing environmental awareness and engagement of young people in climate action. Through your vision, FLAMA, it has grown into a powerful platform that not only celebrates creativity, but also nurtures environmental responsibility among learners across this country. Since the launch in 2023, during the sidelines of the African Climate Summit, FLAMA continues to inspire young learners to become environmental champions by nurturing a sense of responsibility for conservation and climate action, encouraging creativity and innovation, and challenging students to think of sustainable solutions for the future. Indeed, Your Excellency, you're connecting the present, which is us seated here now, and the future, which is our children that are in school. FLAMA targets to reach over 18 million young learners, including special needs students in over 89,000 public and private primary and secondary schools across all 47 counties in Kenya. I always hear your words saying it must include every child, even those with special needs, because you don't want to leave anyone behind. Through the award, learners engage in creative expression through essay writing, drawing, painting, and poetry, giving them platforms to express their perceptions and actions towards environmental conservation and climate change. Just a look at the past 2 years. In 2023, over 500 schools participated in the name, tagline, and logo competition. That was the beginning of FLAMA. The winning logo name, First Lady Mazingira Awards, FLAMA, and the tagline, Mazingira Yetu, Jukumu Letu, were unveiled and the winners awarded during the FLAMA launch at the sidelines of the Africa Climate Summit. If you can remember, that was on 7th September 2023 at KICC. In 2024, over 1,000 schools, primary and junior schools included, and special need learners participated in the inaugural competition under the theme, Restore Our Land, Secure Our Future. And in Kiswahili, turejeshe ardhi yetu, tuhakikishe mustakabali wetu. There were 60 winners from across the country, including special need learners. This afternoon, Your Excellency, we have our team members here who are present during that award ceremony. We are just reminding ourselves the faithfulness of God so far. We thank you, Your Excellency, for hosting over 250 learners and teachers, including the winners, at the auspicious award ceremony held on Mazingira Day, 10th October 2024, here at State House. And you accompanied the learners to the memorable visit to the Nairobi National Park the following day. As it were, you were at the park before 6 a.m. Can you imagine a First Lady arising to take children of this nation to the park as early as 6 a.m.? FLAMA continues to give learners a platform and a voice, encouraging innovation and inviting creative solutions to real environmental challenges inspiring change, and making a difference in their families, schools, and the community. Children, within families, within their schools, and community, only in Kenya, because of a vision bearer. This was recently amplified by last year's youngest winner, Sasha Chepkemboi, overall winner in the English spoken word, then grade 1 to 3, who championed Flama rallying call, Mazingira Yetu, Jukumu Letu, to His Excellency, our President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and the learners present at the 9th edition of the Kaptagat Integrated Conservation Program on 10th July last month. Sasha is the girl who could not even carry the present, the laptop that she was given. And we remember, Your Excellency, you lifted her, you carried her up and assisted her to carry her laptop. The 2025 Flama edition expanded to include secondary schools and was officially launched at Lenana School, coinciding with the World Environment Day, unveiling the 2025 theme, which is End Pollution, Conserve Our Environment. In Kiswahili, komesha uchafuzi, hifadhi mazingira. Schools continue to register and learners uploading their entries in the various artistic categories. And Your Excellency, we are glad as your office to confirm that the little things that the system challenged us with last year, we have already ensured that this time round, because of the numbers that we expect, we have taken care of that system and made it more efficient, even customizing it better for the learners and for the judges to use it this time round. Your Excellency, the success of Flama would not be possible without the meticulous work and dedication of the experts of the technical working group, made up of experts who co-design, deliver, and guide implementation of the award. And those experts are here with us today, Your Excellency. The Flama Technical Working Group has representation from ministries, departments, and agencies of the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change, and Forestry, Ministry of Education, our own Mama Doing Good, our partners, and other relevant organizations co-opted on a need basis. The Technical Working Group has special need experts to ensure inclusivity through the Flama process, as you so guided. Since 2023, these technical experts have played a pivotal role in every stage of the award process, from the initial conceptualization and design of the award, annual theme selection, development of the assessment of framework and selection of winners. These experts have been the driving force behind the scenes of the Flama process. Your Excellency, this team, most of whom are seated here this afternoon, have met 6 times over those few months that they were designing and carrying on this competition. And they don't meet just in a day or 2 hours. Some have had to take close to 5 days in planning sessions. That was 2023. They took another 5 days in the assessment and selection of winners, in the assessment of the tagline logo, in the planning for the challenge itself, and then in the selection of the 2024 winners for the challenge. This year, they've joined us again to formulate the challenge for 2025. And finally, in May, they did the validation meeting for 2025. It's getting better by the day. And Your Excellency, as you always tell us, that this is an office that is full of excellence. We must execute it because our leader does things in an excellent manner. So it will only get better, and especially with the experts that are before us. The technical working group ensures that the award remains relevant, credible, transparent, and aligned to the highest standards of excellence, providing an impactful platform for learners to showcase their talents and make a real difference in environmental conservation and climate action. Let me revisit Sasha's story. Sasha Chepkemoi has managed to do what she did just in the first award of our Flama. That was 2024. Try and picture the number of Sashas that will come along in the next 10 years. This is a movement, Your Excellency, and we know the young people are getting into it. And thanks for your support. Today, we recognize and appreciate the invaluable contributions of our technical experts. Their passion, expertise, and unwavering dedication is the driving force behind the success of the First Lady's Mazingira Award, and we are truly grateful for their tireless efforts. Your Excellency, with your permission now, I take this opportunity to introduce members of the Technical Working Group and their respective institutions. If we had enough time, Your Excellency, I'd have asked each one of them to probably say something. But in view of time, allow me to call them in line with their ministry or ministerial alignments. From the Ministry of Education, and headed by our peers, whom we have acknowledged, we have the Director of Quality Assurance and Standards, Directorate of Field and Co-Curriculum Activities, Director of Special Needs Education, Director of Higher Education, and NEMIS. The agencies under the Ministry of Education, we have Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development. May I then ask the representatives from these directorates and agencies to stand for our recognition. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now you take your seats. From the education sector stakeholders, and I know, peers, you have so many stakeholders in your ministry. We partner with all of them. And from that end, we have Kenya National Union of Teachers. We also have Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association. We have Kenya Primary Schools Heads Association. And we have Special Schools Heads Association. May we have kindly the representatives from these associations to be upstanding for our acknowledgement. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Together with the association stakeholders, we have teachers in our midst. The reason why these young people must do this for the future. May I ask every teacher that is in this room, whether you are teaching now or you taught before, anyone who is a teacher in our midst, can you be upstanding? Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. From the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, we have the Directorate of Climate Change and the Directorate of Education, again within the Ministry of Environment. We have quite a number of agencies also, but let me ask the representatives from the two directorates to be upstanding. A clap for them. Thank you. Thank you. The agencies within the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, we have National Environment Trust Fund, NET Fund. Our CEO, is he here yet? He's on his way. We have Kenya Forestry Research Institute. We have Kenya Forest Services. We have National Environment Management Authority. And we have Kenya Meteorological Department. Can we have the representatives of those agencies to be upstanding for their acknowledgement? A round of applause for them. Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course, this course would not be if we had no partners. And let me whisper, as an office, we have no budget. But then all this is made possible with all our partners. And even in your technical capacity, you have partnered with us in a major way. And we have these special partners also that have given both in kind, in money, and also in their presence. Do we have a representative from NCBA, GIZ, Wavumbusi, Kavo, Mtoto News, SMARCS Foundation, UNICEF, Takani Mali, Child Fund, Miti Alliance, PACPRO, Pacemaker International, and Jani Mpya. I know you're all here. Kindly be upstanding for our recognition. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate all of you. And thank you for being part of this initiative. Your Excellency, I would also like to recognize the members of your team represented in the technical working group and those in the FLAMA Secretariat in the day-to-day running and implementation of the award. When I say your team, Your Excellency, I mean my colleagues. Kindly, could you be upstanding? The staff under the office of the First Lady. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You may be seated. And you know, Your Excellency, this is a very strong team that whatever you have started, I believe, will outlive our lifetime. And as we do this today to acknowledge all of you, I want to, with your permission, now invite a few representatives to give their brief experiences as the members of the Technical Working Committee. I will invite Mr. Joseph Wambua from the Ministry of Education. He was our chief judge. You're welcome, Mr. Wambua. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Madam Rachel Ruto, the Principal Secretary, Basic Education, Ambassador Professor Julius Bitok, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Environment and Climate Change, Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, the CEO, Mama Doing Good, Madam Elizabeth Koskei, the Head of Directorate Quality Assurance and Standards, Madam Evelyn Owoko, Madam Pacifica, Dr. Pacifica from the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, distinguished guests, esteemed members of the Technical Working Group, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is an honor to stand here before you to represent the Technical Working Group that Madam Elizabeth has described. It is not an easy thing representing such a large, diverse, and big technical group that is very well versed in their areas of expertise. Your Excellency, the Mazingira Awards is a living testament to your unwavering dedication to environmental sustainability and provision of learning opportunities for our beloved learners. You have not only envisioned this initiative, you have shaped it with intention, guided it with passion, placed the learner at the core, and inspired us all to believe in a future where every Kenyan sees themselves as a custodian of our planet. This is not simply an award in your name. It is an award of your vision. The journey this far has been marked by diligence, collaboration, and integrity. Our technical working group, drawn from a rich diversity of sectors and disciplines, was entrusted with translating this bold vision into a credible, transparent, and inclusive framework. We engaged deeply with communities, youth-led groups, schools, counties, private entities, and more, listening, learning, and identifying opportunities for grounding of the vision you have entrusted us with. From the outset, you challenged us to imagine a nation where environmental action is inclusive, innovation-driven, and learner-led. Today, we proudly affirm that this vision is taking root at all basic education institutions and, by extension, the communities where our learners belong. This is attested by the deliberate expansion of the competition categories and inclusion of secondary schools in this year's edition. Last year, the competition went up to junior school. Your Excellency, the Technical Working Group will deliver to you a larger, more diverse group of winners on the 10th of October this year. One of the guiding principles of this process has been integrity. At every stage, from the call for submissions to the rigorous evaluation of entries, we have so far upheld the highest standards of fairness and transparency. Our multi-tiered judging process, composed of environmental scientists, youth advocates, policy experts, and educators, continues to ensure that every submission is assessed on merit. We have implemented systems to eliminate bias and built a process that is not only thorough, but auditable and defensible. Your Excellency, the Technical Working Group understands that the integrity of its processes reflects on the integrity of your office. That's not something we can gamble with. Everything must be done right. That's a lifetime guarantee for the period that the Technical Working Group shall exist. Throughout the life of the Technical Working Group, we have encountered deeply inspiring stories from learners. We have seen young innovators transform waste into sustainable solutions. Schools planting trees at every opportunity while growing future environmental leaders. These are not just isolated stories. They are signals of a green revolution quietly gaining momentum across our nation. Your Excellency, we move into the next phase of FLAMA. Our focus shifts to action, amplification, and acceleration. We will finalize the 2024 edition and ensure the selection of awardees through a rigorous and transparent process that leaves no doubt about the credibility of our awards. The journey to State House for the FLAMA ceremony in October for learners across the country has begun, and there is no letting them down. Your Excellency, we shall deliver them to you on the said date, not just for the awards, but for your motherly blessings as well. We also commit to strengthening our data and monitoring systems to track progress, expand award categories to reflect emerging challenges. Above all, we will continue to place our youth, the stewards of tomorrow, at the heart of this journey. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Technical Working Group, I sincerely wish to thank you for entrusting us with this noble duty. Your boldness has elevated environmental discourse in our country. Your vision has created a movement, especially in schools. And your leadership reminds us that the future of our environment is not someone else's responsibility. It is our responsibility. Distinguished guests, mazingira yetu ni jukumu letu. Thank you very much.
Allow me now, Your Excellency, to invite Madam Nancy Afande from the Ministry of Education, who is a Swahili expert in this assessment. Thank you.
Mama wa Taifa, Bi Rachel Ruto, Katibu katika Wizara ya Elimu, Balozi Profesa Julius Bitok, wageni wote waalikwa, itifaki zote zikizingatiwa, mabibi na mabwana, hamjambo. Nataka kushukuru kwa fursa hii adimu ambayo nimepewa siku ya leo, ili niweze kunena machache katika lugha yetu ya taifa kuhusu FLAMA. Nataka kusema kwamba safari ya FLAMA na utunzi wa mazingira kupitia uhamasishaji na uhusishaji wa wanafunzi ambao wako katika Wizara ya Elimu safari hiyo ilianza mwaka wa 2023 na kufika mahali ambapo tumefika hivi sasa. Tumeweza kufanya mambo makuu. Mwanzo tulianza kwa kuhusisha wanafunzi wenyewe katika utafutaji wa nembo pamoja na kauli mbiu ambayo itasimamia mchakato mzima wa FLAMA. Hili lilikuwa muhimu ili kuweza kutambulisha Flama na kuhakikisha kwamba mchakato mzima unaweza kutupatia kauli mbiu ambayo kila mtu anaweza kujinasibisha nayo. Mwaka wa 2024 tuliweza kuandaa shindano rasmi ambalo lilihusisha wanafunzi. Katika shindano hili, wanafunzi waliweza kudhihirisha vipaji vyao. Waliweza kuandika insha, waliweza kuchora, waliweza kutupa maoni yao kuhusu utunzaji wa mazingira. Wakati huo tulikuwa na kauli mbiu ambayo ilisema kurejesha ardhi yetu, kuhakikisha mustakabali wetu. Wanafunzi wanaoishi na ulemavu katika nchi yetu pia waliweza kuhusishwa. Kwa hivyo mchakato wetu uliweza kuhusisha wanafunzi wetu wote pasipo kubakisha yeyote. Mashindano haya yaliweza kudhihirisha vipawa madhubuti vya wanafunzi pamoja na ari yao ya kujihusisha na masuala ya kutunza mazingira na kudhibiti tabia nchi. Flama inadhamiria kuendeleza yafuatayo. Kwanza ni kutunza mazingira na kuhamasisha wananchi kuhusu uwajibikaji katika utunzi huu. Pili, kuendeleza rasilimali inayohusiana na swala la mazingira. Na tatu, kutimiza malengo ya taifa, haswa kuhusu kampeni ya kitaifa ya kurejesha mazingira kwa kupanda miti kadri bilioni 15 kufikia mwaka wa 2032. Kwa ujumla, tumepiga hatua. Hatua hii tumeweza kuendelea uhifadhi wa mazingira miongoni mwa wanafunzi nchini Kenya. Safari ya Flama inatuhamasisha kupiga hatua zaidi ili kufikia malengo yetu na mabadiliko chanya kuhusu masuala ya mazingira. Safari hii haingewezekana pasipo ndoto kubwa ambayo mama wetu wa taifa Bi Rachel Ruto alikuwa nayo, ambayo juhudi zake na ari kubwa imetufikisha mahali tulipo. Na tukiangalia tunajua kwamba tunaendelea kwenda mbele zaidi kufikia upeo ambapo taifa hili litaweza kujivunia juhudi na ndoto kubwa aliyokuwa nayo Bi Rachel Ruto. Mbali na mashindano, tumeona vipaji vya wanafunzi. Tumeona upanzi wa miti, tumeona uhifadhi wa mazingira, na muhimu zaidi, tumeibuka na mabalozi wa mazingira miongoni mwa wanafunzi wetu ambao wataendeleza ndoto ya mama taifa hata kwenye vizazi vijavyo. Mama taifa, hongera. Wewe ni shujaa wetu. Wewe ni shujaa wa mazingira. Nashukuru pia wanajopo wenzangu kwa kazi ambayo wameweza kufanya ili kufikisha mchakato huu mahali ambapo umefika. Kama maafisa wa uhakiki na ubora wa viwango vya elimu, yani Quality Assurance Standards Officers, tunashukuru kwa fursa ambayo tulipewa ili kujumuika katika jopo hili, kwa sababu kazi yetu hapo ni kuhakikisha kwamba wanafunzi wetu wanadhihirisha vipaji vyao kwa njia ambayo ina usawa, kwa njia ambayo inatambulika na kwa viwango ambavyo vinahitajika. Tunazidi kusema kwamba tutahakikisha kwamba hilo linaendelea kuwezekana ili wanafunzi wetu wajue kwamba tunawajali, tunawapenda na pia tunahusisha yale wanayofanya na mtaala wetu wa CBC wa umilisi. Katika vipaji vyao tumeweza kuona swala mtambuko la mazingira ambalo hutokea katika CBC, na wanaweza kudhihirisha kwamba wanaelewa swala hili na ni jukumu lao kuweza kutekeleza yale ambayo yanawahusu kuhusu mazingira. Kiswahili kama lugha ya taifa, ni wajibu wetu kila mmoja kuweza kuhimiza wanafunzi na kila mmoja wetu kuweza kushiriki katika lugha ya taifa hii kupitia kwa mashindano haya. Tumeweza kuona wanafunzi wakiandika insha za Kiswahili, utunzi mzuri sana kuhusu mazingira, wakiweza kujieleza kwa kikamilifu. Na tunashukuru kwamba mchakato huu mzima utazingatia viwango na haki, na kila mwanafunzi atasikia kwamba ameangaliwa na amezingatiwa na ameweza kutekeleza wajibu wake wa kutunza mazingira. Asanteni sana na mbarikiwe.
Asante sana Bi Afande kwa mazungumzo ama hotuba yako fupi ambayo ilikuwa refu kidogo. Mheshimiwa Mama wa Taifa, naomba tuendelee na hotuba fupi kwa wale ambao wamesalia kuzungumza. Naomba tafadhali tuwe wenye maneno mafupi ili ratiba yetu iwe kwa wakati ambao unafaa. Your Excellency, I'll now invite Vincent Owino, Special Needs Assessor in the Flama Awards. I will ask all of us, because he's hearing impaired, we welcome him with a clap. Yes, you're welcome.
First Lady, Rachel, Principal Secretaries around at the PS, CS, Environment and Education, Head of Institutions, Teachers, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observers, good evening. First of all, I'm honored to be here. And I want to thank the Office of the First Lady for this great initiative of the Mazingira Awards to give learners platform to express themselves, their ideas, their creativity on how they can safeguard our environment. I'm part of the Technical Working Group, Special Needs Area. We want to congratulate the office for giving opportunities to the young learners with disabilities as well, to give them a platform to express themselves, because we have seen a lot of happening in the environment, and we believe it's all our responsibility to preserve the future. So at least we can express ourselves on how we can do that to have a better future for everyone. So we've been working all along with the team to make everything inclusive, to support all the learners, to give them opportunities to learn and express themselves for the betterment of our country. And we want to continue thanking the office, the First Lady, for the support that they have given us all along. From 2023 up to now, we have seen a number of learners with disabilities participate every year. And we're seeing how they can preserve our environment. So this just I want to say thank you to the Technical Working Group colleagues and other members who have made everything possible. And I will end by saying, Mazingira yetu, jukumu letu. Let's say it together. Mazingira yetu, jukumu letu. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vincent. Your Excellency, we'll move on and wind up this session by inviting David Jackson, Flama logo winner. Let's welcome with a round of applause.
The question is, what should one person do? I'll give you time to think. But my answer would be, one person should do what they can. Her Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, Principal Secretary, Basic Education, Principal Secretary, State Department of Environment, CEO, Mama Doing Good, and everybody in this room, all protocols observed. How are you? I can't hear you. By the way, have you said hi to your neighbor? Turn to your neighbor and whisper to them. Just whisper. Yes. I like smiling faces. So, one day, I did what I could, and I found myself here. I designed the logo for the First Lady Mazingira Award. And that was one thing that changed my life. I have been part of the technical working group. There I have made friends. I have learned a lot, and it's been amazing. I've even discovered talents I didn't know I had. During the launch of the Kavu, I was a co-MC, and I was told I did pretty great. And just hearing the other people that are working with the First Lady's office, I have been through many of the organizations. Just to tag Pacemaker International, you know, they mentioned if you're a teacher, stand up. I was not sure if I should stand. I was a teacher for 3 months. Is there a person who represents Pacemaker International here? Kindly stand and wave to the people. Okay, but I'll wave on their behalf. It has been great. I've also worked with the First Lady's office. These people do a lot of work to make everything possible, even today. I've been with them even through the sleepless nights last year as we were trying to organize the learners and everything. It was not easy, but we made it possible. So I'd like to give them a special clap. We're going to make rain because we plant a lot of trees and they bring rain. So this is what you're going to do. One finger, okay? So you'll start like this. Wait, you'll hear the rain. 2 fingers now. 3, 4, 5. Yes, amazing. And it's been a long journey, and the journey is not over yet. And I hope to keep doing what I'm doing and be with the students and the learners, seeing them do what they do, like improving their talents and making their creatives work, do much. You know, at times, Mama, you might be there and you're not able to plant a tree. But they say that the environment is the surrounding of man. If you look to your right and your left, you'll see other people. So we are also part of the environment. And the way you have inspired us, even when you don't plant a tree today, there are many people out there, that is us, planting a tree and making a change for the environment. Now, to end my speech, I would like to end with some personal information. Mama, it's not the first time I have asked to meet with you in person, so I hope today will be that day. Because even through all this, I was able to finish high school in 2023, but I have not been able to join a higher education platform due to some challenges I would like to discuss with you. Is that, yeah, okay, thank you. So thank you, that's it, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, David Jackson, for your remarks. Your Excellency, we'll want to have a short break. We've been seated for a while. We've been listening for a while. Now, I want all of us to participate in the next session. I would like to invite Brabi from Kubamba to come and take us through a short entertainment. So, tuwe tayari kuimba kidogo. Karibu. Tumkaribishe kwa makofi. It's time.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, all the PSS present, and everyone, good evening. Muko salama? Situ smile kidogo jamani. I would love, with your permission, Your Excellency, I would love to invite all of us to stand, tafadhali. Thank you so much. Are you happy to be here, or you're here to be happy? Can you ask your neighbor, are you happy to be here, or you're here to be happy? Amazing. Yes, so today I got this opportunity once again to be here as a Flama ambassador, and I'm going to be teaching you guys something that is very interesting. And we have a theme song for Flama. How many of you have heard it? By show of hands? Thank you. So for those who have never done it and those who have never heard it, I'm going to be teaching you this song and how to dance it. I know maybe some of you have never danced, but today you're going to dance. I want you to remind your neighbor you're going to dance today. Thank you. So I'm going to be teaching you the steps on how you're going to be doing that dance. So the media team, kindly, if you'll allow me. So this song is very easy. I want you just to listen to it first. Okay? Yes, mazingira yetu jukumu letu, kuitunza ni wajibu wetu. Mazingira yetu jukumu letu, kuitunza ni wajibu wetu. Thank you so much. You can pause up to there, thank you. So what you're going to be doing, since our environment is our surrounding, okay? So you're going just to stretch your right hand like this, and then your left. Then you bring the right in, then the left in, repeatedly, okay? So it's mazingira yetu, mazi. Let's sing. Mazi. Mazi. One more time. Beautiful. You guys are good learners. So, and then the next step, what you're going to be doing is you stretch out. So, mazingira yetu jukumu letu, kuitunza ndio wajibu wetu. Twende. Mazingira yetu jukumu letu. Kuitunza. One more time. Mazingira yetu wajibu wetu. Kuitunza ndio wajibu wetu. Mazingira yetu jukumu letu, kuitunza ndio wajibu wetu. And then the next line is the most interesting line in this song, okay? It says, Kenya itapaa, mazingira iking'aa. It means that Kenya is going to become better and on top when the environment is better. Is that true? Okay, so what do you do when I say Kenya itapaa? You switch to the right side with both of your hands in the air. Kenya itapaa, pa, mazingira iking'aa, ng'aa, okay? Okay, Kenya itapaa, mazingira iking'aa, ati Kenya itapaa, mazingira iking'aa. Isn't that beautiful? Is it easy? If our mama can do it, wewe ni nani? Uliza jirani yako kama mama anafanya, wewe ni nani? Amazing. Thank you. Our media team, let's go. Let's clap. Come on. Come on.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Come on.
Kuitunza ni wajibu wetu.
One more time.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu. Kuitunza ni wajibu.
To the side.
Kenya itapaa.
Pa, mazingira iking'aa. Ati Kenya itapaa. Mazingira iking'aa. Now you take it simple like this. Let's go.
Kwa bendera yetu na ngazi ya color green. Mazingira ni uhai.
Very beautiful, I like it.
Now I know mbona kwa bendera kuna color green.
Come on.
Environment
Hey.
is our pride.
You guys are doing it so good. Come on.
Capital city.
Hey.
Yenye ukomesha
Hey.
miti.
Hey.
Ukitaka hewa safi na
Hey.
pesi na kafiti.
Hey.
Usikate miti ndio
Let's go.
utengeneze kiti.
One, you put it like this. Go.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Ati kuitunza ndio wajibu wetu.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Come on.
Kuitunza ni wajibu wetu.
Let me see. I can't hear you. Let's go again. Today, utasikia vizuri kwa magoti. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, I don't know if I have time. If you'll allow me, maybe to invite the committee from the office, kindly. Sheila's team, kindly. Yes. With your permission, Mama, tafadhali. Yes, the whole team, kindly, yes. Karibuni sana. You lead by example, sindio? Yes, makofi yao paka wafike. Asante. Thank you so much. This team has been working tirelessly, sindio? And they've been doing an amazing work. Now I want to see if they can dance. Sindio? Wamekuwa kijificha huko nyuma lakini tunataka kuona, sindio? Thank you so much. So, we are going to be doing it with them. Then after that, Your Excellency, with your permission, I'll just love if you'll come and join us immediately after them. Itakuwa vizuri sana, sindio? Asante sana. Media team, tuko tayari? Asante. Twende kazi. Wacha tuone kama umepita mtihani. Aya, twende. Aha. Ehe.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Come on.
Kuitunza ni wajibu wetu.
Twende.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Aha.
Kuitunza ni wajibu
To the side.
Kenya itapaa. Mazingira ikinga.
Hey.
Kenya itapaa.
Wamepita mtihani.
Mazingira ikinga.
Haya, kila mtu twende chini. Twende.
Kwa bendera yetu na ngazi ya color green. Mazingira ni high, let's keep it clean. Now I know mbona kwa bendera kuna color green. Environment is our pride. National park.
Weka nguvu kidogo. Twende.
Penye uko make sure unaplant miti. Ukitaka hewa safi na pesa na kafiti. Usikate miti ndio utengeneze kiti.
Put it this way. To the side.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Let me hear you sing. Kuitunza ndio wajibu wetu.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Say.
Kuitunza ni wajibu wetu.
Let me see you say.
Mazingira yetu. Mazingira yetu. Mazingira yetu.
Thank you so much. Wapi makofi yao kikaa chini. Asante sana. Mazingira yetu, jukumu letu. Now with your permission, Your Excellency, I would love to invite you together, all the VIPs, if it's allowed. Thank you. But if it's not allowed, also it's okay. But that has been my time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mama. Asante sana. Asante. Thank you. Wapi makofi tafadhali? Asante sana. Sitawapeleka mbio, I promise. All the VIPs kindly. If you'll join me on stage. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, can take this space, thank you. All right. Mazingira yetu. Thank you so much. Media team, thank you. Let's go. Come.
Mazingira yetu. Mazingira yetu. Mazingira yetu.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu.
Let's go.
Kuitunza ni wajibu wetu.
To the side.
Mazingira yetu jukumu letu. Kuitunza ni wajibu wetu.
Kenya itapaa. Mazingira ikinga. Kenya itapaa. Mazingira ikinga.
Na twende chini kidogo. Jaribu tu.
Kwa bendera yetu na ngazi ya color green. Mazingira ni high, let's keep it clean. Now I know mbona kwa bendera kuna color green. Environment is
Wapi
our
makofi
pride.
yao?
National park in
Asanteni sana. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's Brabi from Kubamba. Imebamba ijabamba? Imebamba haijabamba? Thank you so much, Brabi, for that. Your Excellency, we'll now continue with our program. I would like at this point to invite Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, PS Environment and Climate
Your Excellency, I'm delighted to be here this afternoon, as I mentioned to you. In fact, they harass me sometimes, Madam First Lady. Wananiharasa sana hawa watu. Yeah, wanapiga tu simu wanasema wako hapa reception. Na anasema tumetumwa. So who am I to say I'm not going to see them? But it is for the good of what we do. Whatever that is being said there is what we do as the ministry, and we are happy to be part and parcel of this program. I'm very happy to know that FLAMA and even the logo was launched at the first Africa Climate Summit, Your Excellency, when we were hosting the Africa Climate Summit as a ministry. And even the young man that was doing the logo, we were there as a ministry. We supported the process, and we are very happy. I know we are going for Africa Climate Summit 2, and part of the programs will be this, and we really appreciate your being the support. So we are proud to be associated with your office as a ministry and the team that are working closely with you. It gives me great pleasure to join you at this IT to celebrate the work of the First Lady Mazingira Awards FLAMA Technical Working Group. Your Excellency, allow me by thanking you for your visionary leadership, as has been said here, commitment to the environment, climate action, and the empowerment of our children and youth. Your passion has inspired a national movement, and today we stand to witness that momentum. Thank you for your guidance. What began as an idea now has become a structured and impactful initiative, one that gives children across Kenya a voice in shaping the climate future that they will inherit. Your Excellency, the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry is proud to know that FLAMA is strongly aligned with the key global, continental and national frameworks that promote environmental education, climate action and resilience building. At the global level, Your Excellency, FLAMA reflects the ambitions of the following. One, Article 6 of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, and Article 12 of the Paris Agreement under the Action for Climate Empowerment framework. Secondly, the United Nations Sustainable Goals, SDGs, number 4.7, 12.8, 13.3, 5C 17.9, which emphasize education for sustainable development, climate literacy, and global cooperation. And thirdly, Your Excellency, the UNESCO Education for Sustainable Development, ESD for 2030 roadmap, we call for holistic climate responsive learning systems. At the global, at the continental level, FLAMA supports the Africa Environmental Education and Training Action Plan and the broader vision of the African Union Agenda 2063, which envisions an environmentally sustainable and climate resilient Africa driven by its youth. Nationally, Your Excellency, FLAMA is in line with our national policies, and my director there for climate change, and these are the policies that we are driving. One is the National Climate Change Action Plan, NCAP 2023-2027, which identifies education and capacity building as key enablers for low-carbon climate resilient development. Secondly, the National Adaptation Plan 2015-2030. Thirdly, the National Tree Growing and Ecosystem Restoration Campaign, including the First Lady's own ambitious goal of growing 500 million trees, contributing to the 15 billion tree target by 2032. And lastly, the Basic Education Act, the competency-based curriculum, CBC, and the outcomes of the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms, which are being driven by my colleague P.S. Pitok. Your Excellency, I'm pleased to highlight that FLAMA is a priority action as identified in Kenya's climate change learning strategy, and this is significant recognition that underlies the importance of empowering children as drivers of climate-smart culture change across the country. Further, Your Excellency, I'm pleased to highlight that last year, the Climate Change Directorate, in partnership with UNICEF, launched the Subnational Children's Climate and Disaster Risk Model, CCDRM, and this is an interactive model that provides insight on data on Kenya's children's exposures and vulnerability to climate change and empowering action at county levels. This model, Your Excellency, has provided a detailed view of how climate change and disaster risks affect our children across counties, enabling data-informed action for resilience at the grassroots level. It is yet another testimony of how policy, data, and education converge for lasting impact. Your Excellency, I also want to mention that the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, as indicated earlier by the CEO, is ably represented in the FLAMA Technical Working Group through a strong team comprising of the Director in charge of Climate Change, you seated there, the Directorate of Environmental Education, and the following agencies. We have got National Environment Trust Fund, KEFRI, who are represented here, Kenya Forest Service, the National Environment Management Authority, and the Kenya Meteorological Department. I commend this multi-sectoral team for their valuable technical support and coordination in ensuring that FLAMA remains inclusive, credible, and impactful across our learning institution. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I want to affirm the Ministry's commitment of its steadfast commitment to fully support the nationalization and national rollout of FLAMA as a model of best practice for youth-led climate action and environmental awareness. We will continue to align our resources, Your Excellency. I hear there is no budget. Expertise and partnership to ensure that the award is scaled, sustained, and embedded within our national environmental education and climate resilience agenda. To the Technical Working Group, I commend your hard work, commitment, and creativity in shaping the First Lady's Mazingira Awards. I encourage you to continue the good work. You have our full backing. Together, let us build an award that will outlive us and contribute to Kenya's climate ambitions. Your Excellency, the Ministry, through the State Department of Environment and Climate Change, we reaffirm our dedication to working hand in hand with your office, with the Ministry of Education, my colleague P.S. Pitok, and all the stakeholders to make FLAMA a national legacy that empowers learners and that inspires communities and restores ecosystems. In closing, I want to thank you once again, Your Excellency, for your exceptional leadership and for making this initiative a national priority. And together we shall ensure that every child grows up in a greener Kenya, which is aware, informed, and ready to act for climate resilience. I want to thank you. And with those few remarks, Your Excellency, allow me to say to Professor Pitok, I've been trying to push the team from FLAMA that you lead this process. But they come to you, and then when they are done with you, they come to me. So what I have agreed today, Your Excellency, I know why. They cannot say education to lead or environment to lead. So I've decided, or I have agreed, P.S. Pitok, that we just lead this process together, as it were. I've been on this conversation with them for the last 2 years, but I have now understood why. So with those few remarks, allow me to welcome my colleague P.S. Pitok to make his remarks. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Asante. Karibu.
Your Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, my colleague PS, Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, PS for Environment and Climate Change, CEO of Mama Doing Good, senior government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Allow me, First Lady, to read a speech, and then I'll make a few comments thereafter. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you this evening for this momentous occasion. Your Excellency, allow me to begin by expressing my heartfelt appreciation to you for your visionary leadership, appreciation to you, especially on learners' talents development while advancing your commitment to environmental conservation through this FLAMA Normal initiative. Your presence here today affirms the vital role that education plays in advancing sustainable ecological practices among our future generation. I want to recognize that the First Lady Mazingira Awards is a unique platform that reflects our collective commitment to nurturing environmental stewardship among our learners, and by extension, the educators and all other professionals involved in this initiative. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Education, through the State Department for Basic Education, which I lead, recognizes that education is the most powerful tool we possess to transform societies and mindsets. It is our schools, classrooms, where activities, movements, initiatives like this, where the seeds of environmental consciousness are sown and nurtured to grow into lifelong values. We are glad to note that it's not only this initiative you have in our schools, but other impactful ones, such as Mama Fruit Gardens, 4K Club support, and the recently launched pilot milk programs in schools within the 6 of our counties. The ministry is a proud supporter and partner in all these initiatives. The First Lady Mazingira Awards specifically is an initiative that not only recognizes exemplary efforts in environmental conservation, but also encourages innovation, responsibility, and action among our learners. Through this platform, our students are empowered to become environmental champions and advocates of green environment at the school and community level. As a ministry charged with the education of our young people, we play a central role in, one, mainstreaming environmental education into competence-based education, embedding knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes necessary to promote sustainable development. 2, supporting and scaling school-based environmental programs, including school greening, water harvesting, waste management, agroforest, among other projects. 3, collaborating with strategic partners, who I've seen some of them here, government agencies, civil society, and the private sector, to enhance resource mobilization, technical support, and innovation in environmental education. 4th, inspiring behavioral change by fostering learner-led activities such as clubs, such as environmental and wildlife clubs, which have proven to be powerful platforms for civic and ecological action. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we affirm our unwavering commitment to success of First Lady Mazingira Awards and to advancing environmental education as a pillar of national development. Specifically, the Ministry of Education commits to institutionalizing the Mazingira Awards within the school core curricular framework to ensure continuity, inclusivity, and sustainability. 2, capacity building for teachers and education officials to integrate environmental themes in teaching and extracurricular activities. 3rd, expanding the reach and participation of learners from every county, ensuring that no child is left behind regardless of geographical location or the school type. Number 4, enhancing monitoring and documentation of environmental impact and innovations generated by schools participating in the program. I take this moment to recognize the foundational contribution and commitments made by the previous administrations. I commit to providing bold leadership and laying the groundwork for environmental education initiatives within the State Department. We remain fully committed to actualizing and expanding commitments made, including deepening interministerial collaboration, sourcing school funding for greening programs, and integrating environmental conservation into teacher training. We will not only honor these commitments, but also work diligently to amplify their impact with renewed energy and direction, guided by Your Excellency's exemplary leadership. The challenges of climate change, environmental degradation, and resource depletion require us to act with urgency, foresight, and unity. And it is through initiatives such as this one here, First Lady Mazingira Awards, that will cultivate a generation that is not only aware of these challenges, but is equipped and empowered to solve them. Your Excellency, First Lady, once again, thank you for your leadership and inspiration. The Ministry of Education stands proudly by your side, committed, ready, and energized to make Mazingira Awards a cornerstone of Kenya's education and environmental legacy. Thank you, and God bless you. First Lady, allow me, because my colleague here was enjoying me here, to say one or two things in conclusion before I invite you, that we are really honored and privileged. And this idea of FLAMA is coming at a very critical time in our education calendar. Because in education, we are currently in transition towards what we call competence-based education. And in competence-based education, environment is central. The talent, the creativity of our children, their environmental awareness is the core of competence-based education. Even as we look at the pathways, STEM, social sciences, sports, and so on, environment is key to the success of the current education system. And if you look at countries like Singapore, one of the pillars that made Singapore great, if you read in the book of From Third to First World by Liu Kuan Yew, clearly environment. Of course, Singapore is a city-state. It's a very small city-state. But greening the environment became one of their most inspiring issues that transformed that country. So, Your Excellency, I want to say that this FLAMA is transformational. It can change our country. And it has the potential to do great for this nation. So I want to thank you for your leadership and for your vision to use FLAMA and to use our young learners. We have 13 million young people in our schools, both primary, junior, and secondary. And we have given them targets of 30 trees per year. And we are seeing we are going to work very closely with your team and also together with the Ministry of Environment to ensure that we mainstream FLAMA, just the same way we have mainstreamed music, drama, and other activities within the school or within the education sector, so that we make our country great through environmental transformation. Allow me firstly to recommit once again that your team had already called me a nickname, a champion. I did know that 2-3 years down the line, I'll be coming here to champion environmental issues on behalf of FLAMA. I graciously take the title, although P.S. Ngeno is jealous. I'm sorry, P.S. Because right in 2022, when I was appointed P.S. for Immigration and Citizen Services, the beautiful ladies from the Office of the First Lady gave me a name, the champion. And the champion then, I was championing something else. No sooner did I know that I was going to champion FLAMA and environmental change. Let us now, at this point, allow me now to request all of us to stand up and welcome in a very special way our
Thank you very much. We may be seated. Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, Principal Secretary, State Department of Environment and Climate Change, Ambassador Professor Julius Bitok, Principal Secretary, State Department of Basic Education, esteemed members of the First Lady's Mazingira Awards Technical Working Group, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. I know it's cold. Make sure you are warm so that you don't leave State House with a cold. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Asifiwe tena. It gives me immense joy to warmly welcome each one of you to State House this evening. Today is more than a high tea. It is a moment of heartfelt gratitude, a celebration of purpose, and a reaffirmation of our shared mission to safeguard our planet for future generations. This evening, we gather to honor you, the remarkable team behind the First Lady's Mazingira Awards. You are the architects of a vision that began as a seed of hope that has blossomed into a national movement. This high tea is a gesture to thank you for your tireless dedication, your intellectual rigor, and your belief in the power of young people to lead Kenya's climate revolution. Receive warm greetings from our President, Dr. William Ruto, who continues to champion initiatives that empower the next generation through education and climate action. Ladies and gentlemen, Flama was born in September 2023 on the sidelines of the first Africa Climate Summit, out of a vision to create a space for our learners not to be passive observers of the climate crisis, but active architects of the solution. Since then, this bold idea has grown into a powerful, learner-centered movement, one that aspires to reach all 13 million learners across Kenya, creating opportunities for creative expression, critical thinking, and climate action. I have watched in amazement as learners across our country have expressed their love for our planet through essays, poetry, art, chorals, and spoken word. From Turkana to Kilifi, Lamu to Wajir, Makueni to Kericho, their voices, authentic, bold, and visionary, remind us what is at stake and what is possible. Behind this impact stands you, the Flama Technical Working Group. You are more than a task force. You are change makers. You are the architects of a movement that is raising a generation of environmentally responsible citizens. Your work goes far beyond the working group. You are shaping Kenya's future, a future where climate education, green growth, and sustainability are woven into the very fabric of our national identity. This evening, I applaud your outstanding contribution in conceptualizing and delivering both the 2023 and 2024 editions of Flama. I still hold fond memories from the October 2024 awards ceremony at the State House Pavilion and the beautiful morning we spent with learners at the Nairobi National Park. The curiosity in their questions, the wonder in their eyes, the conviction in their words, those moments affirmed to me that Flama must endure. Allow me to congratulate you for the excellent work done during the April Technical Working Group session that led to the adoption of the 2025 Flama theme, End Pollution, Conserve the Environment, which was unveiled on 5th June at Lenana School. Building on your thoughtful contributions, I'm excited to inform you that Flama now includes secondary schools, signaling a new chapter of broader, deeper national engagement. I extend my sincere appreciation to the Principal Secretary for Basic Education, right seated here, Ambassador Professor Julius Bitok, and the Principal Secretary for Environment and Climate Change, Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, right here. Your partnership has been instrumental, and your commitment to this cause continues to inspire us. I'm deeply grateful. Asanteni sana. To both ministries, thank you for embracing FLAMA as a priority. Your policy leadership, technical support, financial and logistical collaboration have made this rollout possible. Because of your support, we are not only awarding excellence, we are teaching and training future environmentalists. Ladies and gentlemen, as Robert Swan once said, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Your work is seen. Your work is valued. Your work is changing lives. You are advancing Kenya's climate goals, including our national vision to plant 15 billion trees by 2032. You are raising a generation that understands that sustainability is not a slogan, it is a daily practice. As a champion for the voices of children in Kenya, and together with each of you here today, we are teaching our children that environmental stewardship is not someone else's duty. It is our shared responsibility, and it begins now, in our schools, our homes, and within our hearts. This evening, I leave you with one enduring truth. Our children are not just the leaders of tomorrow, they are the innovators of today. Through FLAMA, we are giving them more than a platform. We are giving them a purpose. And when you empower a child to protect the environment, you are not just safeguarding the earth, you are investing in a nation. To each of you, let us continue to grow, to serve, and to protect as we build this vision one brick at a time for the children of Kenya. May God bless you all. May God bless Kenya. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki sana. Karibuni chai. Kama ningekuwa Mrs. Afande ningeongelesha Kiswahili sanifu, lakini yangu ni kidogo sana. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Your Excellency, I kindly request you to come back to the stage because of our next session, which is the awarding of certificates. The rest of us can give it to us. Thank you. And all of us will ask our PSs to join us on stage as we start this activity. Thank you.
Thank you. Njoki Riruga Kiyama from Wavumbuzi. Thank you. Simeon Oleko from Child Fund. Followed by Caroline Wangari-Njogu from NCBA. Next is Kennedy Ouma from GIZ. last and not least, Bahati Musilu from KMD. Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll request together with our principals kindly we step outside. We have a photo session that we'll take outside, and the rest of us will be joining, but I'll kindly guide you. Let Her Excellency first, together with Pacifica